Welcome, my ladies. Welcome to the world of mathematics. Today we are going to prove that under root 5 is irrational. Question is, prove that under root 5 is irrational. Please write in your notebook word by word. Prove that under root 5 is irrational. Solution. We shall prove this by the method of contradiction. We shall prove this question by the method of contradiction. Method of contradiction. The question is telling you to prove under root 5 is irrational. So, we will treat it as under root 5 is rational. Let us assume to the contrary. Please listen carefully. You have to write word by word. Let us assume to the contrary that under root 5 is rational. Under root 5 is rational. It means that there are co-prime positive integers a and b such that a upon b is equal to root 5 and b is not equal to 0. We know the definition of rational numbers. Rational numbers are the numbers which can be represented in the form of p upon q or a upon b or x upon y, where the denominator must not be 0. Here we are treating as under root 5 is rational. Therefore, a upon b is equal to under root 5 and b is not equal to 0. It means that there are co-prime positive integers a and b such that a upon b is equal to root 5 and b is not equal to 0. Squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides of a upon b is equal to root 5. We get a square upon b square is equal to root 5 whole square, or a square upon b square is equal to 5, or a square is equal to 5b square, or a square is equal to 5b square. It is equation number 1. Or a square upon 5 is equal to b square, or a square upon 5 is equal to b square. It means 5 is a factor of a square. When a square is divisible by 5, then we are getting the answer b square. It means a square is divisible by 5. It means 5 is a factor of a square. 5 is a factor of a square. And theorem 1.3 says, if a square is divisible by 5, then a is also divisible by 5. If a square is divisible by any number, then a is also divisible by that number. Here, a square is divisible by 5, then a is also divisible by 5. It means there is a positive integer c such that a divided by 5 is equal to c. We are telling a square is divisible by 5, then according to theorem 1.3, a is also divisible by 5. And when a is divisible by 5, so there must be any answer. Let it be c. It means there is a positive integer c such that a divided by 5 is equal to c. Or a is equal to 5c. Squaring both the sides again, we get a square is equal to 25c square. A is equal to 5c. When we square both the sides of a is equal to 5c, we get a square is equal to 25c square, and it is equation number 2. From equations 1 and 2, first and second, we get a square is equal to 5b square is equal to 25c square. Equation number 1 tells a square is equal to 5b square, and equation number 2 tells a square is equal to 25c square. It means a square is equal to 5c square is equal to 25c square. Or 5b square is equal to 25c square. Or b square is equal to 5c square. Or b square divided by 5 is equal to c square. It means here 5 is a factor of b square. 5 is a factor of b square. Again, let us go for theorem 1.3. Theorem 1.3 says if b square is divisible by 5, then b is also divisible by 5. If b square is divisible by 5, then b is also divisible by 5. It means a and b have at least 5 as a common factor. Previously we saw a is divisible by 5. Here we saw b is divisible by 5. It means a and b have at least 5 as a common factor. It contradicts the fact that a and b are co-prime. It contradicts the fact that a and b are co-prime. And this contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption. This contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption that under root 5 is rational. Hence, under root 5 is irrational. Hence, under root 5 is irrational, and it's proved. Thank you.